Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It has been a little while since I dropped a video, but today I'm live on location again at a housing development in Montego Bay. The current name is Cashew Grove Housing Development. Today I want to talk to you about buying a house on the open market or building your own. And I want to delve into whether or not it is better to build or to buy. I have in mind those persons who are living overseas who might be contemplating returning to the island, and they're trying to decide whether to buy a house or to build one themselves. But you know the different factors that one has to take into consideration when they are going to undertake such a important investment. And I said important investment because buying a house or building a house involves a lot of cash, and one has to be careful as to how they go about doing either of the two options. For those who are new to the channel, for those who have not subscribed yet, I'm going to implore you to go ahead. You'll see the subscription button at the bottom right hand corner of this video. Subscribe, like the video, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend, so we can spread the word, and I will keep on sharing information as I know how to. Alright, I'm going to go straight into it. So what are some of the benefits of buying a house versus that of building your own? Well, straight off the bat, you know that buying a own house, it is a much shorter process. You don't have to deal with the headache of contracting someone or even contracting it yourself. The headache of managing the material or how much you'll spend on various aspects of the building. For that, I would say it is much easier to purchase a house, but there are also some hiccups in purchasing a house. Things you have to consider is like who is going to really deal with the transaction of buying a house. You know that in all normal democracy, there are certain laws that govern purchasing of properties like houses or land. You have to go through the legal framework. You have to get a lawyer to represent you, all that. And with that comes headache too, because some of these lawyers are not what they ought to be. You might transfer your funds and you end up losing out on your funds. So you have to do your due diligence before you actually choose a lawyer to act on your behalf. That said, buying a house on the open market, you know that the house would have already been built, so it limits you where customization is concerned, unless you're gonna plan to modify that house that you actually buy, or you're gonna spend time to search for a house that ideally fit what you're looking for. But when you actually build your own house, it is much easier to build exactly what you want, despite of the challenges. One other challenge I can think about building your own house is that of the trust factor that is involved, because you know you'll have to trust someone to undertake various aspects of the process, especially if you're living overseas, and purchasing material and all that can open many avenues for people to for the want of a better word, to I can't find the word, but you know, I don't want to say steal, but you know, it happens. People will tell you or misrepresent what they're doing just to rob you of your funds. So let's say the house might cost X, they will tell you Y, and you know the difference between the X and the Y is going elsewhere, maybe in their pockets. So if you should decide to build your own house, you have to have everything pat. You have to know what you're doing, because you might end up spending more than what you bargained for. But if you do it properly, you stand to save significantly, because a lot of times your when you buy houses on the open market, the cost of these houses are really inflated. You have inflated costs involved, so sometimes you're paying as much as twice the price or the cost you would spend building your own house. But it's just that it is much easier. It's a quicker transaction. The house will be ready for you to move in quicker. You won't have to go through the day-to-day challenges and so forth. But if you really want to construct your dream house or to have your dream house, it is always better to purchase a piece of land and build your own home. One critical person that will be involved in the process of building your own home is that of a quantity surveyor. So let's say you don't know the ins and outs, the rates for certain things. It is always advisable to at least acquire the service of a quantity surveyor who will cost out everything and present the overall cost, the breakdown for various aspects of the building to you. So you will know beforehand exactly what you need to spend. That said, there's no foolproof in the system. Even if you acquire the service of a quantity surveyor, you know you have some cunning contractors and builders that will find ways to hoodwink you, so to speak, and to pull out cash out of you, or they will tell you that they'll tell you that it needs X amount of material, and in the long run, these material don't actually go into the construction of your house, but go elsewhere. God, He knows where. But as I said straight up from the start, it depends on what you want. So if you want a customized house, a customized dream house, it is always best to build your own, to contract persons to build based on what you want. But you have to be mindful of the pitfalls. And I also said initially that it is always cheaper. It also, all things equal, if you know what it costs to do certain things, if you can control the activities, or you have someone who you can bank on to control certain activities where the construction is concerned, it is always cheaper to build your own home. I've seen various rates being quoted these days. I've seen wherein one contractor said that it costs approximately 6,500 to 7,000 Jamaica per square foot to build a house. And if you should work the math, you'll see what I'm talking about. That money can easily build your castle at a cheaper cost. I just wanted to make this video to point out this in particular to those persons who are residing overseas and are contemplating building a house back home in Jamaica. Subscribe to the channel. I will keep on posting video. You will be notified of these videos when you subscribe. So I implore you to subscribe, share the link with your friends, relatives, and others so that they too can have access to the information. Thank you for your support.